After discussing registration, flag of convenience, ITF, IMO, now we are going to discuss maritime administration in any country, but in particular we are going to discuss in India. And maritime administration in India is Directorate General of Shipping and famously known as DG Shipping. And each maritime nation has to have maritime administration. And what is maritime country? That also we had discussed, that maritime country is country which is having a coastline, which is having shipping, but country which does not have any coastline, any sea connected to it, then it is called as landlocked country, and then it is not called as maritime nation. So, for example, India is maritime nation, but Nepal is not maritime nation. So this is the difference, and each maritime nation will have maritime administration to control, to regulate, to develop the merchant navy and the ports and the export-import business. So safety of the ships, safety of the ports, development of ports, all comes under them. Training of the seafarers, maritime training institutes, port people's training. So all this comes, and then license is giving to the manning agents. All these things come to the maritime administration. And various countries, they will have different names to this maritime administration. Like uh, Australia, they call it AMSA, Australian Maritime Safety Agency. In America, they call it USCG, United States Coast Guard. So such different names will be there for maritime administration, whereas in India we call it as Directorate General of Shipping, DG Shipping. Here is brief history of maritime administration in India and what modern shipping we have, merchant navy. This all the start is going back to the dates when Britishers developed the shipping in India. This is also maritime history of administration in India. History of maritime administration in India continued. History of maritime administration in India continued. Indian Merchant Shipping Act of 1923 passed on 2nd April. And again the history of maritime administration in India. Here it starts with mercantile marine departments which were opened in 1929 by British India government, and they had opened these MMD offices at Calcutta, Rangoon, Madras, Karachi and Mumbai. This is the organogram of Directorate General of Shipping, which you are expected to draw if 20-mark question comes to write a note on the Maritime Administrator of India. And this organogram is downloaded from DG Shipping's website. This is also organization chart of Directorate General of Shipping. This is cabotage law, or which is famously known as first right of refusal to Indian flag ships and also Indian built ships. These are the roles and functions of maritime administration in India. Role and functions of maritime administration of India continued. Here are specific subjects dealt with by DG Shipping. Here we are having information regarding Merchant Shipping Act, so maritime legislation. These are the contents of Merchant Shipping Act 1958, MSA 1958, and it is divided into so many parts. These are part 18. So Merchant Shipping Act, what are the contents are shown here. These are principal officers, MMD, and they are known as PO MMD at various ports in India, and the roles and functions of PO MMD are explained here. More functions of Mercantile Marine Department are explained here. These are additional functions originated over last 20 years or so, which include mandatory port state control, which is called as PSC, then obligatory flag state implementation, which is known as FSC, then safety management audits, which comes under ISM, International Safety Management Code, and ship port facility security audits, and implementation of new IMO instruments, including amendments, if any. Map of India and where all the MMD offices are located are shown here. Regional offices, and this regional office deals with the sailing ships. There are separate rules for sailing vessels. Role and responsibility and functions of shipping masters. And shipping master is officer attached to the DG shipping. And shipping master, one must remember, he is not captain of the ship. As per Merchant Shipping Act, master is captain of the ship. Yes, that is correct. But shipping master is a shore officer in DG Shipping's office, and these are his functions. Little information about Seamen's Welfare Officer and Welfare Fund. This slide shows maritime training institutes, which are called as MTI, and there are government owned institutes. There is also Indian Maritime University and about 150 or so private maritime training institutes imparting training to the mariners and aspiring candidates who want to pursue their career in merchant navy. Many students, means who are aspiring candidates to join merchant navy, to whom this channel is guiding, so they want to have word with me, so that is why I am holding Zoom meeting. It is open meeting for anybody who wants to have little discussion or wants to have some clarification. So Zoom meeting every Sunday at 5 p.m. and this is the meeting ID and this is the password. So these slides I am providing to NMIS first year students for their study purpose as well as refreshing their memory. Already this we have learned in lecture number 2 at Nariman Point. So please like, share and subscribe. In case you have any doubt, you can write to me on this email. This is specially made or this is allotted email only for the doubt clearing of the students. So thank you so much and Captain Joe is signing off here.